Welcome everybody to the track known as the Rockingham. As we are here today after the great race we had at Daytona International Speedway. We are here at Rockingham today for the running of the GM Goodwrench Service 150. As we're here for Goodwrench Service Racing Weekend, I guess you might say. So with all that said, here today, I've lost my train of thought here. After all that said here, on the 2.5 mile trioval, we go from there to the high bank 1.017 mile racetrack for this race, as well as, of course, the Cup race as well. And let's get the start line for today's running in the event. On the pole, and the number 23 Excite Barriers Toyota. It'll be Zachary Fitzwater. He's on the pole today at 151 miles per hour. He'll be alongside Truck 03, the Toyota Tundra of Joshua Sakuli. He's on the outside and all Toyota front row. Road 2 has Quentin Moore, truck number 4, the Square D Dodge, and number 5, the Toyota Tundra of Jordan Bell. He's on the outside. Row 3 has the leading Chevrolet in the field, the CorvetteParts.net Chevrolet of Jordan Anderson, number 14 is his number, and PJ Williams in the Strolite Ford, truck number 6. Next row down, the man who's usually considered to be the Rockingham master, Kyle Matthews. He's in the Net Zero Chevrolet number 24, and he'll be alongside Ryan George in the Best Western Dodge truck number 74. Next row down has Phil Parker, number 29, the Jasper Engines and Transmissions Dodge. He'll be alongside number 75, the Remington Arms Ford of Marcus Sachi. He'll be on the outside. Next row down has number 21, the Air Force Ford of Chandler Caudle. He'll be alongside Cab Shearer. He's one number up of Chandler's. He is number 22, the Caterpillar Dodge. Next row down has Joshua Collar, number 43, the STP Dodge out of King Richard Petty Racing, and Dylan Poteet, the Grey Clip Chevrolet, number 31. Next row down has Keith Batson, number 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford. He'll be alongside Jessica Shelton in the Dodge Dealers Dodge. Her truck number is 9. Next row down has number 30, the Lumber Liquidators Toyota of Robbie Bogues. He'll be alongside Chelsea Bowles, number 12, the Altel Ford. Next row down has Griffin Lynn and the Advance Auto Parts Valvoline Ford, number 92. He'll be alongside number 16, Zach Winkle, the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Next row down has Joshua Osborne in the Driven to Honor Chevrolet, truck number 10 for Jennifer Jo Cobb Racing. Alongside of him will be Jonathan Zorlin, number 13, the First Plus Financial Ford. And by the way, Osborne is one of our in-car cameras in today's event. Next row down has Phil Goldberg, number 18, the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Beside him, one number down, the Napa Auto Parts Toyota, number 17, of Jay Jefferson. Next row down has the number 99 Excite Bears SKF Ford of Levi McIntyre out of Rockin' Wrestling Racing, and Shane Blake, number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. Next row down has Jeff Rafalski, number 25, the Folger Chevrolet, the Tim Richmond colors. Beside him, the Daytona winner, Emmanuel Hartnett, the Copenhagen Chevrolet, number 55. And I might want to add, too, Hartnett swept the weekend at Daytona as well. Next row down has number 00. It is Paul Minnick in the Airstream Machine Toyota, and the defending series champion, Cole Deaver, number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next row down has number 1, the Mopar Dodge of Mike Becker, and he'll be alongside the FAS Racing number 8 of Ryan Costa. His truck is a Chevrolet. Next row down has Kat Tellier, number 88, the Ford Quality Guarantee Service Ford Credit Ford Torch, a Ford F Series. And she'll be alongside number 15. It is Matt Rafalski, the Motorcraft Ford, number 15. Next row down has the GPS Stores Chevrolet number 08 of Charles Sanford. Bad qualifying run for him, unfortunately for him, and he'll be starting alongside Preston Blord. He'll be in the number 51 FedEx Chevrolet. And here comes the command to fire the engine, so we get to our last row. And the engines have been fired at Rockingham. The last starters will be Johnny Gardner, number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. I don't know what that bump was all about. And he'll be alongside number 98 of Eric Rafalski in the RCA Ford. So the field begins set for 50 laps of action here today. It'll be 50 laps also for the Casual GTX Cup Series event. As the field gets set for green flag racing, 50 laps around this 1.017 mile racetrack. That is Rockingham, North Carolina Motor Speedway is actually what it's called. Zachary Fitzwater in 23 and Joshua Sakuli in 03. Pair of Toyotas have the front row for today's event here, and we might want to add also two of what would be, I think, 6 Toyotas or 7, I think, something like that. As the pace truck comes off on the pit road, as Fitzwater leads them down, the green flag waves, and the GM Goodwrench 150 is underway. And boy, Joshua Sakuli already up the high side, way up high as they come off turn number 2. As you see Quentin Moore going to second position now. Here comes Jordan Anderson and Kyle Matthews hooking up together. Matthews with another one of our in-truck cameras in today's event, along with Osborne and Keith Batson. And Jordan Anderson, number 14, looking a little racy here. That Natalie Decker truck he's driving. As he has the number 1 spot now. He led the first lap of the event. Fitzwater gets off the wall coming out of turn number 2. As now Kyle Matthews goes to the second position. Phil Parker now goes into third. Battle for fourth between Chandler Cottle and Quentin Moore as they come off turn number 4. On board Kyle Matthews' truck. Running behind Jordan Anderson at the moment, trying to reel him in. All the while trying to hold off Phil Parker. Parker goes inside now, and he'll take the position. And Matthews goes up the high side now. Phil Parker takes second position, now trying to close in on the 14 truck. Quentin Moore to third position. Matthews now drops to fifth as Chandler Cottle goes by him. Now Robbie Bogues runs in the sixth position. Seventh is Joshua Osborne as he's now moving his way through the field, trying to hold off the 18 truck of Phil Goldberg. That's 7th and 8th side by side. Goldberg takes 7th away now. Osborne now at the track as Kev Shear goes by him. Riding with Joshua Osborne, number 10. Griffin Lynn goes by, so does Kev Shear in 22. Shane Lake in 33 now goes by him. Osborne up the track, losing spots. Clocked at 11th position last time by. Now he goes down the low side now, tries to get back in the preferred lane. Pair of Chevrolets battling it out, coming up to number 4. Two of, I think, 13 Chevys in this field here. Joshua Collard, you see here him now right now running in 14th position. And actually, my mistake. Collard actually was 12th the last time by as he tries to get up underneath Osborne now. Edward tries to shove him by the 92 of Griffin Lynn. And look at this, 3 wide out. Turn number 4 here at the Rockingham. Where are we? And a bonsai move for Joshua Collard. He now is in the 9th position and moves the STP Dodge up through the field. Charles Stamper, remember him started in 35th position, is now up to 13th spot in 08 though. Levi McIntyre's buddy going around him now. That is 13th position contested here. Now McIntyre goes underneath. He'll take 13th away from Charles Sanford. Jessica Shelton running in 16th and running in 15th position right now, number 9. Johnny Gardner started 37th, is now at the 16th position, I think. Let's check and see what I had this time by. He is 16th, and now he takes 15th from Shelton. Jordan Bell in the 5 truck. There's Number 6, P.J. Williams. Dylan Poteet in 31, who barely even completed a lap at Daytona before his truck had problems. And whoa, a little close racing right there. Emmanuel Hartnett, Marcus Sachi, and Cole Deaver in the 3 truck. Deaver way up the high side, and whoa. Just about got the wall there through the first and second turns now. And in fact, Matt Rafalski in the 15 did get off the wall. There he is. Keith Batson now hooked up behind his teammate, Pat Tellier, in the 88, though. A pair of Robert Yates trucks on board Keith Batson's truck. Keith, the pride of the state of Maine. Started this race in 15th position. He's now slipped back to the 33rd spot. Maybe further back than that, though, as he's now trapped behind Cole Deaver in the 3 truck. And somebody slow on the inside. It's Griffin Lynn in number 92. He is slow on the track, and apparently, it's got well, obviously all types of problems. As Jordan Anderson now leads the field in number 14, Kev Shears in 2nd position. 3rd is Robbie Bogues in the 30 truck. Quentin Moore, there's Phil Parker and Phil Goldberg. And boy, Goldberg going inside right now in the 18 truck, trying to get 2 at 1 corner, but he couldn't. Chandler Cottle in 21 and Kyle Matthews in 24 trying to follow suit. On board Kyle Matthews' truck, and in fact, you saw the ticker just a while ago, though. You know that Kyle Matthews actually led a lap while we were going through the field. As we ride with Matthews, the yellow flag is out for the first time here today. And let's see, and it was Joshua Zakuli, looks like 03, that spun to bring us under the first caution of the season. And apparently Griffin Lynn, I think had a mechanical problem. They showed him a lap down, as we were about to mention. Let's take a look at what happened in replay. Zakuli was running 22nd. He was 3 laps between Jordan Bell, and Chelsea Bowles. As he go to 3rd turn, and apparently Zakuli thought he was clear of Bell, and he was not. And Bell hit scrapes the 3rd turn wall, actually, and there's Zakuli actually really riding the turn while sliding backwards. And boy, good job by both Cole Deaver and Ryan George to both miss him. As Zakuli gets the truck fired up, and back underway he goes. So the first yellow flag of the day flies on the 16th lap of the race, as Jordan Anderson has the lead. Pace truck now comes off corner number 4, and in fact, they have marked Griffin Lynn as an accident, is what they marked him as, but I don't know what happened there still. But anyway, the green flag waves again. Jordan Anderson leads. 2nd is Robbie Bogues. 3rd is Kev Shear. 4th is Phil Parker, and Phil Goldberg runs in 5th position. 6th on the restart is Quentin Moore, Chandler Cottle, Kyle Matthews, Levi McIntyre, and P.J. Williams is the remainder of the top 10. As now Bogues goes inside now in the 30 truck. And meantime, dual side-by-side battles are going on here, as now Goldberg goes inside now of Phil Parker. A pair of Phils going at it. Parker in the Dodge number 29. Goldberg in number 18, the Interstate Batteries machine. It's the old Bobby Labonte colors. Several trucks spread out in this field here. In fact, we got to give a call to one of the big movers in the field. There he is, the 08 of Charles Samper, who started this race in 35th position, and he is up to 11th position now, knocking on the door of the top 10. Charles got a very strong truck in its 08 Garmin machine. There's the old Chad McCumbee paint scheme he's driving right here as Charles leads that, or Charles, well, clocked 11th this time by, no, Phil Parker actually led the last time by, my mistake. Shane Lake running in 12th position. There's Emmanuel Hartnett, the Daytona champion, running in 13th. Couple of veterans here going at it. Dylan Potey and Jessica Shelton. Shelton dives underneath now. She's the red truck, of course. Potey in the black, number 31. And that was 15th she took away. Samper and Shane Lake now drafting up by the 22 of Kev Shearer. As they come off corner number 4, and that should put Charles in the top 10. Yes, it does, as a matter of fact. 10th position. Robbie Bogues, meanwhile, continues to lead the field, and now Phil Parker trying to shove Jordan Anderson back through the field. A pair of Ohio drivers going at it here, Kyle Matthews and Levi McIntyre. Those two, as you know, over the offseason in my series, they went to SmackDown together, I believe, or it was either SmackDown or Raw they went together. But nonetheless, they both had a heck of a good time over there. Riding with Kyle Matthews, number 24. Matthews runs in 6th position. He was clocked 6th the last time by. Quentin Moore, very close. You see right there on the rearview mirror, and Matthews actually got off the wall, come off turn number 2. So Quentin kind of squeezed Kyle up to the wall, and now he falls back behind Jessica Shelton, number 9, as she moves her way to the top 10. And just that time by, running in 9th position in truck number 9. And meantime, Jordan Anderson takes the lead back at number 14. As we're just past halfway through the event right now here at Rockingham Raceway. Let's take you back through the field here. Joshua Siculi the truck's still giving them problems at 03. Cole Deaver, 36th position. Not the kind of run I'm sure he wanted for his sponsors race. He does have another opportunity in the Cup race, however. Keith Batson in 35th position after starting 15th, so not a good day for Keith. Jonathan Zorlin in 34th. 33rd is Ryan George, and extra got way tail happy come off turn number 2. Mike Becker, number 1, trying to go underneath the 98 of Eric Rafalski. And in fact, 2 of the Rafalskis are there, Eric and Matt. Eric in the 98, Matt in the 15, both in Fords. Paul Minnick in the 00 running in 28th position behind Johnny Gardner in 27th. There is Johnny Gardner in the Rusty Wallace colors. And meantime, a big scramble coming off turn number 4. Chelsea Bowles going underneath Joshua Collard and Shane Lake. Collard in 24th position. Shane Lake now dropping back to the 25th spot right there in the clutches of Marcus Sachi in the 75 Remington. Oh! Oh my goodness! What happened? We was talking about Shane Lake, and suddenly he just plowed right into another truck. Well, no secret caution. 2's out for the day. Oh my God, that's... Well, we have to take a look at what happened. What in the world? Uh-huh. Well, it all started right here. Let's see. Let's take a look at what happened. There's this 23 a truck of Zachary Fitzwater apparently got turned when he tried to go underneath the 16 of Zach Winkle. Let's look closely. He's underneath Winkle, and he gets turned by the 16, and now suddenly he's getting bulldozed by the 18 of Phil Goldberg. And so as while that was happening, Winkle goes inside. Charles Sanford, the 08, I don't know if he missed the crash or not. But now Winkle's going to go up the track. And now suddenly he's going to be alongside Charles Sanford. He's going to collect him. Oh, shame for Charles Sanford too. Gets Phil Goldberg and Zachary Fitzwater. Quentin Moore slams into the 16, and several of the trucks actually get by. Shane Lake's going to appear right about this point, I think. Here he comes. Oh, my gosh. And Shane Lake actually gets turned over by Marcus Sachi in the 75 and actually lands Shane right on top of Quentin Moore's truck. Oh, my gosh. Bad hit for the 33. As the truck flips about 3 times. Well, real time as we were talking about Shane Lake at this point there. Let's take a look real time. Oh my gosh! A bad crash by the 33 truck. And now let's take a look at what transpired up in the front of the field in real time. So the second caution flag flies on the 31st lap of the event, though, and the truck's out of the race, of course. Zachary Fitzwater, the pole sitter's out of the race. Zach Winkle's out. Quentin Moore, Marcus Sachi, Shane Lake, obviously out of the race after that damage to 33. And Griffin Lynn's also out of the race from an earlier occurrence. So we get set for. So the restart will happen on lap 36. We'll have 15 laps to go in this GM Goodwrench 200. Jordan Anderson leads the race. Second position is Robbie Bogues. Third is right now Phil Parker. Jessica Shelton making her way up to the field in fourth position. Her buddy Kyle Matheson fifth. Levi McIntyre sixth. Seventh is PJ Williams. Eighth is Emmanuel Hartnett. Ninth is Chandler Cottle. And 10th position is Jay Jefferson with Joshua Osborne running in 11th position as the green flag waves. And we have now 15 laps to go here at Rockingham. First six trucks, I should say, stay single file formation as Shelton, Matthews, and McIntyre. I was going to say those three, but Matthews decides the heck with this, and I'm going to go for the lead as he goes inside of his buddy Jessica Shelton. That's for fourth position. McIntyre gets off the wall. Here comes Hartnett to the inside lane. Chandler Cottle, there he is. There's Osborne, the 10 truck. And he'll try to get both Jay Jefferson and Levi McIntyre. And now the 25 truck of Jeff Rafalski in the Tim Richmond colors as he'll try to push Osborne by both McIntyre and Emmanuel Hartnett. And now Osborne pulls up the track, and now Rafalski makes it 3 wide out of turn number 4. And he'll take position from both the 55 and the 10. And maybe the 21 as well to go into turn number 1. But Chandler Cottle decides nuh-uh, and he's going to pull ahead. And something we haven't talked about at all today, the 88 of Kat Tellier. Where did she come from? So, she started back, I think, in about 33rd, and she is up to the 12th position. So the Dale Jarrett color is looking pretty strong here at Rock. Well, I actually spoke too soon because she's on the high side. Collard's going by, Gardner's going by, Ryan George is going by. So maybe I bragged on the 88 just a bit too soon. Meantime, 10 laps to go in this race here. Jordan Anderson is still out in front in the 14 truck. He's been the dominant truck in the last half of this race. But PJ Williams is not giving up at a 6 truck. If he can get by the 30 of Robbie Bogues, he might have a shot at that 14 truck up ahead. Kyle Matthews trying for 3rd position. Trying for 4th now is Phil Parker. Jessica Shelton has dropped to the 6th position. Still a good run for her, and she started this race in 16th position. But now the 6 and the 24, they have caught up, and here comes Matthews to the inside lane on PJ Williams. I tell you, the more they get side by side, though, the more chance you take. Well, actually, Matthews is in the draft of the 14 truck right now, so we'll see what happens. He's got the low side to his advantage here. Phil Parker falling behind him in 29. There is Phil Parker in the 29 truck, the Jasper Engines Ford, or Jasper Engines Dodge, and Matthews now takes the lead in the 24 truck here. Now it's just 7 laps to go, but now Jordan Anderson trying to fight back. He knows that Matthews knows that 14 is very, very strong. And Jordan now finds that low lane. He takes that position from Matthews, but now how long can he hold it? Because here comes Phil Parker. He's going to make a 3 wide at turn number 1. Oh! The 14 and the 24 touch going into turn number 1. Matthews loses momentum, and now here comes Parker for 2nd. And he's got it on the 30 of Robbie Bogues. Boy, just tremendous racing we're having here at Rockingham. I tell you, these guys do not... I tell you, these guys keep this up right there. The sleeper might be the 9 of Shelton, possibly. Parker now gets inside. He'll take the lead as we now have just 5 laps remaining in the event. Oh, boy. Don't pencil in your winner yet, because this is going to be a pretty wild finish here at the Rock. Matthews out to the 3rd position here as he gets by Robbie Bogues. Bogues on the high side. PJ Williams goes inside the 6th position, or 6th truck. 5 trucks you can throw a blanket under as we're down to the closing laps at the Rock. Matthews looks inside, but here comes the 14. Anderson to the inside for the lead, and he's got it, but only briefly because here comes Robbie Bogues to the inside. He now switches lanes in that 30 truck. 3 to go. '14 truck has been, as I said, very, very tough this last half of this race. He goes to the high side. Bogues tries to close in. And there's a side draft as they come down now for 2 laps to go. Robbie Bogues, number 30 out in front now, the Todd Bodine colors. It'll be the white flag this time by. Who's it going to be in the GM Goodwrench 150? Anderson tries to close it again. He's got PJ Williams shoving him down to 6th truck. White flag waves. 1 lap to go at the Rock. Here comes Jordan Anderson to the inside lane. He's got the lead back in the 14. Here we go. Off the 2nd turn, PJ Williams now is going to try for 2nd position in the 6th truck. As they go into the 3rd turn now, Robbie Bogues, does he make the... He's going to go on the inside lane. Bogues to the inside of the track here. 14 of... At the start of the shot, Robbie Bogues got it back. Robbie Bogues beats the 14 of Jordan Anderson back to the start-finish line, and he will win the GM Goodwrench 150. I guess you might say that finish kind of caught me off guard, too. I just couldn't remember the 14's name all of a sudden. But anyway, Robbie Bogues out-snookered Jordan Anderson to the start-finish line just when Jordan looked like he had the race won again, apparently. But what a finish here at the Rock as Robbie Bogues takes the victory here today. Jordan Anderson, a heartbreaking second-place finish. Third will go to P.J. Williams. Kyle Matthews, fourth. Phil Parker, fifth. Jessica Shelton, sixth. Seventh will go to Joshua Osborne. A great run for that Jennifer Joe Cobb truck. Joshua Collard, eighth. Ninth will go to Chelsea Bowles. Chandler Cottle will come home in 10th position. And boy, we're gonna look back. We're gonna look at that finish and see how close that really was at the start-finish line. That was wow. Yeah, there it is at the line. The 2-1, there's 16 thousandths of a second was the margin of victory between those two drivers. Wow. So Robbie Bogues gets his first truck victory of the season as he'll take home the title. Gave me the top 10 already. Jonathan Zorlin comes home in 11th. 12th will go to Jeff Rafalski. Ryan George 13th. 14th will go to Paul Minnick. Jay Jefferson 15th. 16th Emmanuel Hartnett. Levi McIntyre 17th. Jordan Bell 18th. 19th Eric Rafalski. And Johnny Gardner comes home in 20th position. Ryan Acosta, Keith Batson, Kat Tellier, Kev Shearer, Joshua Sakuli, Mike Becker, Dylan Poteet, Preston Plord, the top 28. And the rest of the finishers, Charles Sanford, 29th. He had a great run going until he kind of fell back in the late stages of the race. Matt Rafalski, Cole Deaver, and Phil Goldberg, the last finishers in the field. Trucks out of the race, Zachary Fitzwater, Zach Winkle, Quentin Moore, Mike Versace, Shane Lake with that vicious crash in the third and fourth turns, and Griffin Lynn, the last place finisher. So a great finish we had here in the Rock. I tell you, the Cup the Cup race ought to be a dandy way this one went here at the Rock. I will have to say that. But Robbie Bogues gets the victory here today over Jordan Anderson in a thrilling final lap here at the Rock. And so the next race we'll see for the next race on the tour for the Truck Series. And for now, this is James Qualton. We'll say saying so long here at the Rock.